my top 5 destinations for 2020. What's happening, everyone, and welcome back to another episode, another sit down episode that is. So guys, lately I've been asked quite a bit, which one is my favorite destination, which one is my favorite country, and so on, all these type of questions. And since 2019 is getting to a close, I decided to do my top 5 destinations for 2020. And without further ado, let's get this little episode underway, and in no particular order. I'm gonna start with Bolivia, guys. Bolivia was my second country in South America, and all I can say was it was truly spectacular from the beginning. I started in La Paz, which is a phenomenal city. Cannot recommend this city. I'll probably put it in my top 3 favorite cities around the world because of multiple reasons. Teleferico, is a lot of mountains, a lot of views, it's decent food, it has contemporary historical features as well. It's just splendid overall. But the Teleferico, and if you don't know what a Teleferico is, you will see them right now, but it's purely spectacular just to get the different views all throughout the city, guys. And after La Paz, I went down to Uyuni to see the salt flats, which is the largest salt flat in the world. Truly spectacular. Everything I've seen in Bolivia, guys, the wilderness, the wildlife, you can pretty much go anywhere you want. There's no restrictions whatsoever. So I covered from the border with Peru all the way down to the border with Chile, and once I reached the Altiplano in Bolivia, I passed in the Altiplano on the Chilean side. So that's the bonus. If you do go to Bolivia, you can pass on and continue your journey into Chile. At number 2, guys, Mongolia. I just visited Mongolia in August. It was summer. It was phenomenal. Probably the most wild country that I've been to. It's it's developing, no doubt. You will see most of the travel in Mongolia is done on off-roads. You won't see barely any paved roads, maybe 2 or 3 main highways along Ulaanbaatar, but besides that, all the journey you will do is gonna be on gravel road, and that's what makes it really spectacular. Definitely recommend Mongolia with the Gobi Desert, Orkhon Valley, which is truly spectacular. Horseback riding. The food actually is not bad either. It has a lot of South Korean influences. And then, guys, I did not do this, but I've seen some photos. I've met some people on my journey in Mongolia that went to Western Mongolia, right at the border with Russia and China, and it was truly phenomenal. The mountains are extremely picturesque. It's just phenomenal overall. So that's why I'll put Mongolia on this list, guys. It's still wild, so go and explore it in 2020. Definitely phenomenal. I do recommend going in the summer because it gets really cold in Mongolia. The next destination, guys, is the little country of Georgia in the Caucasian mountains. I was there last year in Tbilisi, and then from the Tbilisi I did the surrounding area, and also went to the Kazbeji area at the border with Russia. Guys, Tbilisi is purely phenomenal from all points of view. The food, outstanding. The contemporary architecture, outstanding. The historical architecture, outstanding. Everything, guys, is purely phenomenal. The thing that's mostly mind-blowing is the amount of figs that this country has. You can just go anywhere and just pick figs out of the tree. But going up north to the border with Russia, guys, at over 5,000 meters, you get the beautiful Caucasian mountains, and the monasteries are so isolated. They're not that many people as you would think for just spectacular landscape overall. Next on the list, guys, I would put the country of Myanmar. I was in Myanmar in 2016, late December, and you know, that was just when I think the country opened up back in 2011, 2012. You know, it was closed for most foreigners for a very long time, but once it opened, guys, everything was so unique. Definitely fly into Yangon, which is a spectacular, you know, it's still run down. It was ran down back in 2016 when I was there, but a lot of construction overall, very chaotic, a lot of traffic, but new buildings everywhere. And there are plenty of pagodas, guys, to see all throughout the city. And definitely the attraction, the jewel, the gem of Myanmar is without any doubt Bagan. Guys, the temples, although affected by the earthquake that year, I believe it was 2016 when I was there, it's still phenomenal. There are just so many. I believe there are over 2,000 temples on the plains of Bagan, and going for sunset, going for sunrise is just truly outstanding. Although I was informed recently that you cannot climb that many temples anymore as you used to be in the past, I still believe it's a top 5 destination for 2020. And also right near Bagan, I'll probably say a few hours away by bus, is Mandalay, which is the historical capital of Myanmar. So that is Myanmar in a nutshell, guys. And the last destination that I would recommend for 2020, and I would probably recommend this destination any year going forward, is Brazil. Guys, I went to Brazil last year and it's purely phenomenal. Wildlife, cities, everything is spectacular. The food is awesome, and it's just, I don't know, it was one of those countries that it just made me feel right at home right from the beginning. I started my journey at Iguazu Falls, which is the largest, the widest waterfall in the world, and it's just spectacular, guys. It was great weather as well, which helped quite a bit, and I continued my journey to Rio de Janeiro, where I spent a couple of weeks. I was already 2 months into my South American journey, and I decided to take, you know, a couple of weeks off just to chill out, relax, get back into shape. And what better place to choose than Rio de Janeiro, guys. It has beautiful landscapes, it has a jungle within the city, it has an urban jungle with skyscrapers. You know, the Atlantic Ocean is right at your doorstep. You know, Copacabana, Ipanema, you name it, they're all there. Yes, some people have a safety concern regarding Rio de Janeiro, guys, but if you inform yourself and you take normal precautions, no issues whatsoever. But again, there's so many more other places in Brazil that I wanted to visit, you know, especially up north. That is why I recommend Brazil, and I'll recommend Brazil all the time. So guys, that concludes my top 5. Hopefully you guys you know, enjoyed it. If you do want to see these type of sit downs episode, recommendation, tips, and so on, just leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. It's always appreciated. And guys, again, gratitude should be the only attitude. Stay humble, and I'll see you next time.